Hello everyone. Hi guys. How are you doing out there? Yes, this is a couple of things myself, Sameji.
And so.
Yeah, and of course we're back at it again and with more, I think, a very interesting topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very, very interesting. And I think today we just want to look into intimacy.
Yes.
Yeah.
What causes you to be intimate outside the physical?
Yeah. What makes you to keep looking forward to this partner of yours apart from the physical intimacy?
Because truth be told, after some certain period in a relationship, you come to a point where you want to dig deeper, you want a deeper connection, and of course, not that it only happens when you've been in a relationship for a long time, but it is actually what attracts you to one another in the first place. Yeah, it's what attracted you to one another in the first place. But how do you maintain that type of connectedness, for a long period of time?
Yeah.
So that even when other aspect of the relationship becomes boring, but when it comes to this area, I become alive when I'm with my partner.
Yeah. I think as well, the question can still be put in this manner that, when you're in a relationship and you look forward to being in this relationship for long, what is your preparedness? Rather, what's your preparation?
Okay.
Yeah, because like an athlete, when you prepare for a comrade, the exercises you do and the focus you have is different from when you prepare for like 100-meter race.
Yes.
So now that you intend to have this relationship for long, what is it that you will fall back on when the physical is no longer that very exciting? So but then there must be that element, there must be that pillar that brings the two of you together.
And that pillar, it is actually the signature of your relationship.
Yes.
It is something that actually attracted you to one another.
Yeah.
But what are you doing with it to make sure that you continually, stay connected, when you are in a relationship? It's actually what causes you to stay longer.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah, it's what causes you to stay longer together, because you long to have that connection with your partner.
Yeah. Because truth be told, guys, there are things that when they're not there must be that which carries you in the meantime.
Yeah.
To get to where you might want to get to.
Yeah.
Because if a relationship is relying mainly on the physical side of it, when that physical side is no longer there, then it means there is no longer a relationship. There is no reason for you to stay in a relationship because your focus is gone. Your interest is gone. But then we're talking a longer relationship, and hence we bring in an element of what other intimacies, the connection that you have with your partner.
Yeah.
What is it that brings the two of you together, that when you look forward to it, it's with cheerfulness?
Can you identify it? I think that's where most of us, we struggle. But again, you connect the
And this is where we're saying, we've discovered that apart from physical intimacy, you do have emotional intimacy.
Yes, intellectual intimacy.
You have experiential.
And spiritual.
Yeah. So this plus the physical, we're talking about 5 different types of intimacies.
Yeah.
So, and then for me, when I look at all of this, it's more like pillars of relationship. That when one pillar is weak, the other will have to be strong.
Yeah.
when the other pillar is weak, there must be one that is strong.
Yeah.
That when the physical part of it it's not there, it's now at its lowest.
Yeah.
What else do you look forward to? What else that makes this relationship to tick?
Yeah.
Like you say, the signature. That signature that makes your relationship special.
Because if you neglect that part, that's where you find that the whole mojo,
Yes,
it dingles, and then you find that there is no longer a need for you to be with this person.
Oh yeah.
Because what made you to look forward to, it's not there.
Yeah.
And it can happen. I think it can happen when you aren't careful. Let me just give for an example. Maybe spiritually, you have met up with a person where you connected on a more higher level spiritually. And as you grow, you are discovering the different things. When you speak about religious matters. And that on its own, yet is a drift between the two, because that's what actually brought you together. You used to like to sit and you would talk about, hey, I experienced God in this matter, or and then after 10 years of growing, you find that there is no longer that connection that you used to have spiritually.
Yeah.
And that's what would cause now people to separate.
Yes. Wow. So what you're saying is, at times, the very same thing that makes us want to be together, we can somehow find ourselves neglecting it unawarely. But then when now you find that the relationship is somehow struggling, it could be probably the time where you sit and think, but really, what is it that attracted me to this person? And you may go back to that thing and start cultivating it. You know, now it's time for it for nourishment of that very same specific side.
So I can actually even ask, if we find ourselves, truth be told, we grow and we evolve. Now I'm at a point in my life where I no longer feel this way, or my views aren't the way they were like 10 years ago. Could it be like, you know what, I think you and I, it was good to be together. I no longer feel this thing that connected us. It's no longer there. And we can go our different ways.
Okay.
But it can happen. It can happen.
Okay.
And I think that's where as well we find that we have lots of divorce or people separating.
Yeah.
It's because someone has probably discovered, this is not me anymore. Yeah, this is not me anymore, and this is not the Sipho I know anymore.
Yeah. Things have changed.
And things have changed. Yeah. So I think knowing that connectedness, it stems from what? Is it the emotional? And as we grow and evolve, am I still the same person that I was back then?
Yeah, and if evolution, look, it shouldn't, when we are partners, you cannot evolve alone. We have to evolve. Even in that very same specific matter of interest.
Yeah.
We both have to evolve in it.
Are you saying evolve in the same direction? What if we evolve in different directions?
Yeah, we can in different directions. No, it's still allowed. All I'm here is that the evolution is discovery more of the base that you have.
Okay.
And that discovery, it doesn't change. Look, when we talk about intimacy, it is a very safe space where it's not necessarily where, let's say we talk about intellectual intimacy. My views, how I share my views of a point with you, it's not where I want to dominate the discussion. It is where we both share to grow with each other, to know my side and I may know your side on the matter.
Only if we are matured enough
of course,
to say you aren't going to force your beliefs and your views on me.
Yes. No, that is true. That's true. But the point is that we cannot remain stagnant on
Yeah.
one knowledge
Yeah.
or level of knowledge.
Yeah.
We will have to grow further. I mean, saying you go to school, you do mathematics, there's always another level of mathematics. You
Yeah.
do biology, there's a level of biology as well. You won't just know only about maybe what anatomy and it ends there. There's something more about it, you know, that now this works this way, and then the very same you thought you knew, there's something even greater knowledge to the base that you know.
Yeah, and you find yourself, you're not, oh, I'm becoming another person.
And yes,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, true.
So I guess it's very important for couples to really identify that special intimacy that they share. You know, I mean, we missed actually the experiential.
Oh yeah. That's another part.
Experiential intimacy. You know, because if you identify the signature of your relationship, in that water, you know, like a plant, when a plant is being watered all the time, so we'll take that form of intimacy as in
As
it
the
is
water.
the water. Yeah. So when you cultivate the plant with that water all the time, you know, the plant will grow. So even us, when we're in a relationship, when we make sure that we do not neglect this very important part of our connection, and we nurture it, you know, we make sure that you and I, we just have time when we can just sit and talk about things that matters the most, you know. You know, like we said, it can be intellectually, others, you know, allowing your partner to really pour out their feelings, you know, creating a safe space.
Yeah, that's emotional. No,
Yes.
that's very emotional. Yeah. No, that is true. That's
So
true.
I think when people identify such within their relationship, that's where it helps it to really thrive outside physical intimacy.
And I think with all these different types of intimacies, they are also an indicator of whether you are in the right relationship or not. Because if you don't have anything you share with this person, or else maybe it's just one, but that one become not so much enough, that's when you realize, but probably I'm not in the right space.
True.
Yeah, because we also need to come to reality of our lives. Well, what is your interest? Is your interest hindered by this relationship or motivated by this relationship? So when you're in a space where you see, I'm not growing at all, it is where we experience people parting ways.
There's nothing that makes me tick.
Exactly. And then you cannot even force matters. No, guys, no, you must come. Look at this other matter, what, blah, blah, blah. No, you cannot even help that relationship because there is nothing that bonds these two people.
True.
There is absolutely nothing. But then hence I'm saying, when now we have things that really brings us together, let's go back and cultivate them. Let's go back and work on them for the same reason of sustaining the relationship. Because if the physical is not there, which will not always be on its highest, then you need something that will carry you through.
Yeah.
You will definitely need something that will carry you through.
Yeah, sure. Important stuff, eh? Yeah. I'm not even going to say anything. I think he has just wrapped it up.
Yes.
Until we meet next time, we love you. And please, for those of you who would like to engage us more, like our page on a couple of things _SA on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Till next time.
Peace.